Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of One Piece anime episodes 844 and 845. So bear with me with these ones, because I'm recording a bit late at night but also a bit late when it comes to not having done one of these videos in a couple of weeks, but I was super busy, so sorry about that. So to make up for that, instead of doing a special video on Saturday this week, this video is going to be on Saturday this week, and I'm going to do the next two episodes the next day after this. You're going to be getting, 46 and 47 tomorrow then. So I'm really excited, and I don't know, at the same time, I like doing two episodes at once, and I like having episodes ahead of me as sort of a buffer. But I also kind of want to catch up at the same time because I have friends telling me about exciting stuff that's going on that it's finally getting to. So either way, let's talk about these two. Also, I took these notes. Sorry if, this review in general may be somewhat of a mess, because the way I usually do things is I'll take, bullet point notes of things I want to talk about as I'm watching the episodes. So if I freeze up at a bullet point and I'm like, what am I trying to say here? It's because it's been a week since I took notes on these two episodes. Or at least almost a week, probably. So either way, let's actually talk about 844. Sorry it took me a second to get there. So with 844, I will say that and I remember most of these, obviously. I don't just forget things as soon as I'm done watching them. But the recap for 844 was a pill, let me tell you. It was a bit rough to get through. It was a long recap. This is probably the only negative thing I have to say about the episode, though. The episode itself was actually pretty good. But generally, the recap it felt long, and it felt like it wasn't very good. It felt like a struggle to get through the recap on 844 for whatever reason. But we start off, Big Stupid is rampaging, and then Opera gets killed. That's left a little bit vague. They said his life force was taken, and I would assume that means killed. I assumed it meant killed in the manga, but I'm not sure if it did mean killed there, or One Piece killed, where they're maybe alive. Because I could have sworn Moscato was dead. I could have sworn he was totally dead. And then he showed up later, I believe, at the wedding or something. So, yeah. I don't know if he's quite killed or not. But Streusen is injured, and I don't remember that, actually, from the manga. And I am sure that it happened. I don't believe it's any sort of in-canon filler. I am certain that it happened. But for some reason, I don't remember it. So I saw that happen in the anime, and I was like, really? I don't recall this at all. I'm sure that the anime is right, but I don't recall this at all. So Perispera deceives Big Stupid, and it was funny because Big Mom went on some Dragon Ball shit. She was powering up, jumps way up into the sky onto the cloud, flies off super fast on the cloud. Big Mom just was straight up on some Dragon Ball shit. But her crew is screwed, and they know it. They're like, shit, we lied to her. We don't have a wedding cake. Even if she catches Straw Hat, she's going to destroy us afterwards. So they are pretty screwed at the moment. And Pudding, coming in for the save, has a plan to make the cake. But in order to do it, she needs chiffon. And for some reason here, I think I forgot to look it up. I wanted to look it up, but Pudding's voice sounded different in 844 than it had previously. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being Big Stupid. But her voice sounded different to me. But in order for everything to work out, she needs to draw Big Mom to Chocolate Town. Or rather, she needs them to draw Big Mom to Chocolate Town, and she'll be waiting there as she has created a new cake. We see that Lady Tree saved King Bomb. Nami controls him with the Beaver card, being semi-evil. And Big Mom's army chases them. Big Mom finally shows up, and she is just absolutely OP. She is crazy powerful. Luffy's reaction to it is hilarious. I loved Luffy's reaction. We have Germa versus Zoro. Nestart. Nestart's voice, it's not just the same voice actor, but it seems like he's not even trying to be a voice different than Zoro. He's just straight up Zoro attacking the Germa. But the Vinsmokes return there. In the anime, I feel like, I will throw this out there, the anime is handling the Vinsmokes way better than the manga did. In the manga, it felt like the Vinsmokes were kind of, they didn't really do too much. They were kind of in the background. We didn't get to see too much of them. And I feel like maybe it's kind of purposeful because we didn't really get total confirmation on any other devil fruits up to this point. I won't spoil anything for the future. So it seems to me that, I don't know, that's probably why the manga didn't show them too much, but I feel like the anime's way of handling it is just better and more entertaining. So that's one thing the anime's doing right, and I think generally the anime's doing Whole Cake a good service. I think Whole Cake's been quite good. Maybe there are some things I have some qualms with here or there, but Whole Cake has been quite good. But yeah, Vinsmokes in particular, the anime is doing them really, really well. Katakuri is waiting on the Sunny, and we have Big Mom use Ikok Sovereignty, and it was badass. It was crazy cool. So yeah, my only thoughts about the episode is the first few minutes, the recap and the first few minutes after it, it was a bit slow. But then towards the end, it really picked up and got really, really good in some parts. And I feel like at first it was going really slow, but then by the end we had gotten through a lot of content. We had a lot of different things happen. So it's a lot different from something like where I complained a lot. I complained a ton in Dressrosa, where you could watch an anime or you could watch an anime episode in Dressrosa, and then at the end of the episode be like, well, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. I could have just not watched that episode whatsoever. But for this, that's not true at all. Though it felt a little slow at first, we had a lot. We had a lot of progress. So yeah, I liked it. And I would actually give it 7.5 Lady Trees out of 10. Because some of the parts, even though the beginning drags it down a little bit, some of the parts towards the end, like the Ikok Sovereignty and the Germa stuff, was actually pretty good. And I actually kind of liked it quite a bit. So now let's talk about 845 a bit. Again, with 845, the recap was pretty long again. It was at least 2 minutes, I think, from what I remember. But towards the beginning of this, Nami uses Lady Tree to motivate King Bomb, again being slightly... I mean, I know she's not really being evil, but she did lead this guy to his death. I don't know. Nami being morally gray here. But she causes Big Mom to stumble by sort of throwing Zeus off balance and having Zeus follow her. And again, Nami, this arc has been very, very useful. Nami's been kind of, I don't want to say an MVP. Brook is the total MVP. Brook was amazing this arc. But Nami was really cool and really helpful. But yeah, Zeus follows Nami then. And there are pretty good individual Vinsmoke fights. Each of them have their little fights with members of Big Mom's crew, and they're actually really good. Zeus ends up joining Nami's group. Big Mom commands the forest to stop them, which overrides Nami/King Bomb's commands. I love the moment between Sanji and Pedro. That was a really, really good moment. Prometheus comes in, OP as all hell, just giant flames covering the entire sky, completely OP, and I think it was, yeah, Nami was like, run, King Bomb, get out of the way, run, and it's like, run, bitch, do you see what's going on here? The entire sky is covered in flames, what do you mean run? So King Bomb gets just fucked up, King Bomb is destroyed, King Bomb is gone, and on the one hand, he's just a tree. So I guess you can say, okay, don't worry about it so much, he's just a tree. But on the other hand, he has a human soul. And he burned to death pretty brutally. So yeah, that, I don't know what to think about that. I feel like a lot of people die in Whole Cake. I mean, maybe not a lot of important people, but a lot of people die in Whole Cake. There was that battlefield full of people who have to be dead. They totally have to be dead. Or else why would they be sitting there like a day or two later just... hanging out underwater in the rain. So they're totally dead. It's full of bodies. And in addition to that, there are some ones that come later on that are pretty important. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people died this arc. People being, I don't know, in some cases, like in this case, being kind of loosely used. Because, yeah, he is a tree, but he has a human soul. I don't know what to think. I don't know how bad I should feel for King Bomb, but I feel pretty bad for him. We learned that there are 10,000 soldiers waiting in the mirror world under the, I guess not really under the command of Brûlé. She's just the one that lets him go through the mirror world. So they're helping Katakuri, really. They're more under montd'or and Katakuri's commands than they would be Brûlé's. So montd'or is then commanding the fleet, telling which ships and such to move where. Pudding finally catches up to Beige and asks for Chiffon's help, and she does it because she wants to save Sanji, and it was a good moment at the end. In next episode, seeing the preview, next episode looks really fun, so I'm excited. Like I said, the video for that'll be up the day after this. So I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited to get to watch it and get to make that video, because it looks like there's going to be some in-canon filler fighting that looks really cool. So it looks like it'll be a fun episode. And this was a fun episode. I thought it had good character growth. Like, Pudding has gone from fake good to real evil to possibly real good. So I think, or maybe it's not really good or evil, it's just aligned with one side rather than the other. But she's had good character growth, and a lot of characters have shown that. And Chiffon's a character who I've said multiple times before, even in the anime, that you look at Chiffon's design, I wasn't expecting to like her at all. But I love Chiffon. She's a character that I really, really like. And in a surprising way, I really like Chiffon. And I never think I'd like Beige. I thought he was like the lamest of the supernovas, and now I really like Beige and his crew too. Also, R.I.P. King Bomb. R.I.P. King Bomb. So I'd give this one 7 just giant flaming skies out of 10. I give this one a half a point less, because though the entirety felt like it was pretty well paced, and it didn't feel like it had the slow pacing of the beginning of last episode, at the same time it didn't have a lot of those big badass cool moments that last episode did. So because of that, 7, still a good score, 7 out of 10. But that's it. Gonna end this one 12 minutes while it's pretty short. It's gonna be a little on the shorter side, I guess, but it's only because, again, I'm recording late and I'm trying to get this up, and I'll have 2 more episodes for you, some talk about them. I'll do it tomorrow. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these 2 episodes, what you thought of my thoughts on them and all that. Subscribe for more. One Piece, both anime and manga, much more on the channel. Manga was off this week, but it's kind of in a very, very interesting place. There's a lot going on. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or I can talk to you there if you want. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us about One Piece or anything else, it's free and open for anyone. So just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.